So the Trump administration is looking at a plan that would deregulate fuel efficiency standards. So this is targeted actually towards California, and it would basically revoke California's unique ability to impose stricter air pollution controls. So again, this is fuel efficiency, and this is also air pollution. So that's actually a bit of a disastrous plan. So before I get into the details, I just want to mention how great it is to see that Republicans care so much about states' rights. I mean, the right of California to do their own regulations on fuel standards. Totally respect that. They totally do. Anyway, the move basically aims to undo some of the top tools in the U.S. for combating climate change, which was promoted by former President Barack Obama, which I guess explains why the Trump administration is targeting this. The administration has been going after pretty much all of the climate progress put in by the last administration. And that's not a surprise because, Trump hates Obama. I think there's a little bit of jealousy there. But also, his administration is not friendly towards the environment. But anyway, Bloomberg is reporting that the federal government is now planning to freeze vehicle emission standards as its 2020 targets through 2026. That would cap fuel economy requirements at 35 miles per gallon rather than 50 miles per gallon for all vehicles in 2025, as laid out during Obama's presidency. Now, the White House would also seek to revoke California's special waiver from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency that allows the state to set stricter air pollution rules than those imposed nationwide under the Clean Air Act. Again, states' rights. Now, since then, California had been able to operate its own strict regulatory scheme, which dramatically cut pollution levels, such as in cities like Los Angeles. Now, they had a problem before the EPA. They had a huge problem with smog. They were able to clean that up because they were able to put these regulations into place. Now, California also led the nation by requiring automakers to cut greenhouse gas emissions from vehicles with 2004 regulations to slow global warming. Now, the new rules mean the state, which accounted for 2 million in new car sales last year, would actually lose its role as a trendsetter for reducing emissions nationwide. Now, to show you how much of a trendsetter California actually was, China modeled its own program to boost zero-emission vehicles on California's. So they looked at California and said, you're actually doing something right. Oops. Now you have the Trump administration muscling in with big government saying, no, you can't do that. You can't put more regulation on. You have to have less regulation like the rest of the country. I mean, what do you think this is? The United States of America? You think you have states' rights? No. States' rights only apply when we're trying to oppress gay people. Do you guys get the memo? Now, the changes, of course, would benefit car companies. Why? Because they're no longer being forced to build more efficient vehicles for California standards. So that's good for corporations, not so good for you. Not only that, but there will also end up being more air pollution. In fact, it's estimated, thanks to the energy consultancy Rhodium Group, that's actually the cost of how much gas you're going to pay. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, the air pollution will be equivalent to opening 28 new coal plants. So that air pollution, with the rollback of these regulations, is equal to 28 new coal-fired power plants. Wow, that's a lot. Not only that, but according to the energy consultancy Rhodium Group, drivers will also be estimated to pay an extra $193 billion for gas through 2035. So, wow. I mean, look, how else are oil companies supposed to make money? Not only do car manufacturers get to skimp out and save more money on their bottom line, so are oil companies. Because, look, won't somebody please think of the poor oil companies? Well, the Trump administration they have shown over and over again that they are only a friend to the oil and gas industry and to industry in general, not a friend to the environment, certainly not a friend of native populations, and certainly not a friend to any sort of environmental regulations at all. And look, they've been rolling back regulations at the federal level, of course, but now you see they're targeting states that want to do their own regulations at a time when really we need to go the other direction. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.